Hi, I'd like to talk about TV, films and comics on this channel, and today we are going to talk about She-Hulk, the complete collection by Dan Slott, Volume 1. She-Hulk, the complete collection by Dan Slott, Volume 1 is a decent sized book. It covers She-Hulk as she is working in a law firm that deals with sort of superpower related legal matters, or rather she's in a special department created for her. She is, sort of sleeping around with himbos and not, let's say, making the best of herself. Now, this causes her to sort of reevaluate herself over the course of the book, and also look at her Jen Walters side a bit more, because of reasons that I won't spoil because of the plot of the book. I think that's silly. She has to become Jen Walters a lot more. They have interactions with office staff, and she's got a sort of guy at the office who is her friend, and he gets friend zoned, so there's sort of romantic tension in there from his side of things. And she also gets elected to a sort of intergalactic universal tribunal type judge system. There's a name for it in the book, but effectively she becomes a sort of galactic lawyer come judge, and she also gets put on trial. It's one of those books that nothing sort of major or universe changing happens in it, but it's a real sort of pleasant read. You go through it and it's relaxing. None of the stories are hard work, but they're all sort of enjoyable to get through. It's not something where you'd sit there and sort of bang through it all in one go. You probably read a couple of issues and then put it down for a bit and then pick it back up again and go, okay, this is some sort of light stuff. I don't like Ally McBeal a little bit. It's light TV. It's like a light TV show. It's sort of a relatively light comic book. I enjoyed it. The artwork is okay as far as my views on art go. I don't like the sort of rounded splodginess of the characters in the art style. That's just me. It's certainly fine, I couldn't draw any better, but it's just I think I prefer with She-Hulk and generally with art something a bit more defined and a bit sort of, I don't know, clearer, if that makes sense. But you may love the artwork. The reason I'm sort of making this video is almost to try and convince myself whether I should buy the omnibus when it comes out, because the second volume of this complete collection can't really be found anywhere at the moment. At least I've tried looking. I can't find it for a reasonable price, let's say. I'm thinking, well, when the omnibus comes out, I'm sure to just get it and add it to my collection. But I wanted the John Byrne Sensational She-Hulk omnibus, but at the moment it's either out of stock or not at the price point I'm willing to pay for it to make it worthwhile, particularly for a older She-Hulk run. If you're a fan of She-Hulk, then this would certainly be worth checking out. There's fun stuff they do in it as well, before I forget, with the legal precedents set in superhero comics. Because they've got the official government comics code seal on them, they are therefore seen as government documents and government approved, and therefore the information in those comics, because they live in a world full of superheroes, can be taken as evidence, which I think is a nice touch. This is obviously similar in tone to the Charles Soule run, which I think is probably slightly better, likely because of his legal background that he brings to the stories. But it's certainly worth picking up if you can get it for a reasonable price. I'll put some prices up on the screen while I'm talking about this, just to see what it currently is at. Because at the moment with COVID and that, the price of comic books has been fluctuating wildly. 1 minute they're really cheap for some reason, and the next minute they rocket up in price. Let me know what you think about Dan Slott's run on She-Hulk. Do you think it's worth getting the second volume, or do you think it's probably better to get the omnibus when it comes out for the right price? I'm just not sure at the moment. Please feel free to give us a thumbs up and like on the channel, and be nice if you subscribed. Thanks for watching.